Hello,
Hello.
Sunshine Community. How you doing, Devil?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing good. Um, I like what Vipe has got going on stream. Just collecting all the Pokies and getting a little
Yeah,
army to
he's having
follow him
some fun
around.
there.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, so this is game two, match two of Division 4 finals between Mars and Vipa. As you can see, Vipa's up 1-0 so far. So um, looks like we're about to get
really?
started.
I must have missed their first match. Okay, that makes sense
Yeah, this
because we're
yeah,
getting
this
close
is
to the end
match.
of the weekend. Oh, dang! So this could decide it.
Yeah. So the first thing I see here, because it's in the top left corner, is there are a few gelato goals on this card. Um, 15 gelato blues, 10 Noki, or two gelato hiddens, 4 gelato shines. Uh, although,
Yeah, I was looking for some more.
yeah,
That's
there's no like yellow button or turbo that really make it as worth it.
Yeah, like I feel like if Wiggler or Sandbird Blues or Piantissimos or Yellow Button, like if there were one more goal for Gelato, it might be worth going through Gelato 2. But as it stands, I don't see that being a viable like early game goal to go for Gelato. That is the other two I could absolutely see happening in the early game. 15 Gelato and 2 Gelato Hiddens.
Yeah,
Um,
I see. What else do I see here?
we
There's
got
nothing
like quite
really
a
that's
bit of boost.
specific. There's no like specific Bianco goals, although it's good for reds, but this might be a match with nobody really going into Bianco until later, because
Yeah,
the only thing that like 7 enemies is a Bianco goal, but
probably. I would say
there's
9 times out of 10. There's that one time that you can do the, if Serena's good enough, you can get the Boo and Serena 3 or 4. Um, and then, like, if you get that Boo, if you get the Stacking Stew, if you get the Cataquack, and then the 4 enemies from Rico, you could theoretically do 7 enemies without Bianco and without Yoshi.
yeah. One thing that I am seeing here is you've got 4 and 6 hiddens and 5 and 6 reds, which
I saw that
do
too.
kind of go together. And you mentioned the blues, but like 18 Serena blues, there's not really much reason necessarily to go into Serena early.
No, there's not.
I think this is a card where Rico Gelato is going to be a pretty strong play.
That's good. That's absolutely good. I think you can counter it a little bit with Pianta. You got Pianta 3 damage list, Pianta hidden, and 8 NPCs, which steals from like the deep Rico with Rico Shadow Mario.
Yeah. I mean, the thing
I
with
think
Rico, though,
Pianta.
is you've got 23 Rico blues, 15 M graffiti, 5 and 7 enemies. Those are all Rico goals.
Oh, I missed 5
On top
enemies.
of that, you're going to want to do Rico 2 for hidden access later. Rico 4 is a red and a hidden. That is also a viable 100 in the secret later down the line.
Yeah.
Like this feels like a very like progression heavy card where you just have to go and do a lot of shines in a lot of different worlds.
What about deep stuff or like late stuff like Noki or like late Penna? We got like 4 Noki shines, Penna 5 from the back. Is there any other reason to like get to Noki quickly?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see. There's not. Lynx is 5 Lynx is on here. That is a Pinna goal. Pinna 5 from the back is here. I mean, theoretically, you could do a Pinnaless 5 Lynx, but I don't know that that's necessarily the most viable thing here. But yeah, there's not like a winning to Noki really doesn't get you much here.
No, You do have
Other
the hidden
than
with
the hidden.
Goldberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm trying to figure out is it worth like do both players start Bianco here? Because we talked about how Bianco has some stuff once you get through PD with hiddens and reds and enemies. Since it's got, if you go all the way to 4, it's got 2 enemies there. But PD just sucks.
Yeah.
PD is kind of slow.
Yeah, and there's
slow.
no bosses on the card. There's no
Yeah.
secrets on the card.
Right. Do you have 100 coin in secret? Someone mentioned it in chat, but also like that could be your 4th gelato shine because you're 100 coin in gelato 1.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I think on this card you're probably going to do gelato 1 or Rico 4 is your 100 in a secret. I mean, I guess maybe Pinna 2.
I don't know what's faster between Bianco 3 and Rico 4.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, maybe Pianta 5. If someone starts Pianta 5 would be the fastest of all of those hundos.
Yeah, the problem with the Pianta start here, I think
you lose
the
a lot
issue
of the
with it is you lose so many other things, right? You're going to lose to Rico. You're going to lose to blues. You're going to lose to enemy blues. You're going to lose.
You're going to be behind on reds and hiddens.
Yeah.
Not that you'll lose them necessarily because they're, higher totals, but there's still just a lot of them. And there's not a whole lot of those in Pianta until you get to 5R.
Yeah, like I don't know that the Pianta, like I think Pianta is a tempting start, but potentially a little bit of a bait here.
Yeah, it's not great.
Because I think, if you're I think you have 2 paths here. I think you can either go Rico or go gelato. I think you're going to have to do both at some point, but I think potentially they may trade the Rico goals versus the gelato goals.
Yeah, the gelato play, you can get 2 gelato hiddens with 4 hiddens pretty quickly. The Rico play will set you up for enemies, 15 Ms. Okay, I think we see Viper rushing Rico.
Yeah, this is how Viper has done his Rico rushes, is with Beach Shine. So I think so. The only reason I could see you entering Bianco, I think if you're the slower player and you think you might lose the Rico goals, you could consider going to Bianco, getting M graffitis, getting a linked, doing PD for your 1 from each for later, and just going into Rico for M's and not much more. Because that is the one goal where going into Bianco actually has some value here.
Well, there are 5 and 7 enemies, and if you go all the way to Bianco 4, you're pretty much, and your opponent doesn't, you're pretty much guaranteed 7 enemies.
Yeah, because it's...
Gives you 2, and then there's 4 in Rico, so then you just pick up either the 1 gelato or the 1 Pinna. Or you get both of those and skip Rico 4 enemy. Can't tell if Mars wants to enter Bianco. Kind of looks like it. Yep. I think that's a fine call. I think if Mars is going for enemies into Rico, that'll potentially win him both of those goals.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it definitely does take some of the value. And we could see Viper go into Bianco too. He's done this where he does the Beach Shine and then Bianco 2 and then goes to Rico.
picking up the other length as well. I was expecting him to go... Okay. He hadn't finished opening up Bianco. I was confused by that. Underbell it is. This looks like a quote-unquote
straight Rico
rush. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the fastest is Underbell into Chuckster. But I could be wrong about that, and if I am, someone in chat will tell me I'm an idiot and correct me.
I think that's right. I think I think Underbell Chuckster is the fastest.
Yeah. But, I mean, Beat Shine isn't that much slower. It's fine. Funky, you're an idiot. I said it.
Funky's being a bully in chat. It's not cool.
Yeah. If someone could ban Funky, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, so Vipa starting Rico is going to put him, in a solid spot for 23 Rico Blues. I think Vipa could still win enemies here.
You think Vipa could win enemies?
Yeah, I mean, I think Vipa could do Rico, 1, 2, 3, get the enemies in 4, and then go get the 5th one in Gelato.
Potentially, so that's...
It just depends what Mars does.
That would be 4 shines plus opening up Gelato. And opening up, like, those plants are not the fastest thing in the world, so that's almost like an additional shine, realistically. So that's kind of 5 shines from where Vipa is now. Mars needs Bianco 2, 3, 4. Like, he'd probably do the 3R. He'd probably enter 4 and do 3R. And getting those 2 enemies there. So that's 3 shines, pretty much having 1. And then he would have to do Rico 1, 2, and finish his enemies in 3. That would be my guess for how Mars would go for 5 enemies. And I don't know what's faster.
Yeah, I mean...
Especially if Vipa is stopping for blues.
Yeah, I think Vipa is going to do the 23 blues in 3 or 4 here.
Yeah. I think so as well, which I think is a fine play. He doesn't know what his opponent's doing, but he might end up losing his. He might end up losing enemies, which kind of takes away from some Rico value if Mars is able to get both 5 and 7 enemies.
Yeah, I mean, it really just depends on what Mars is doing. Like, we now see Mars is going over to the village to get probably the M's and the linked.
This is okay. Vipa will need to enter another level to finish out M's. But
yeah, and I think Mars is prioritizing it a bit more.
Mars could end up losing enemies if he takes too long on some of these extra blues. But he could end up winning Imps, because Vipa will probably stay in Rico through another shine after this, and even an additional one, potentially. Whereas if Mars just gets in there, rushes M's, Mars could win the 15 M's.
Yeah, this isn't necessarily... Right, like Invasion, you might see 15 M's rush. But I don't think on this card 15 M's is necessarily worth rushing. It's just more if you manage to get it.
It's a good goal. I don't know, man. I agree it's probably not worth a hard rush, which would be like, well, the biggest rush is I think it's like entering Pianta, getting the 4 M's and exiting.
Going Delfino, it's
going Delfino and rushing Rico. I think it's actually technically the fastest way to rush 15 M's.
That sounds right, but you'd have to ask Ramato.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird, it's a weird card because there's not, there are some early game goals, but there's not necessarily a clear goal worth rushing. Some cards you have Bianco hidden or Bianco 4 hoverless on the card, and it's both players are going to go for it. They're going to race.
Mars
Yeah,
hanging
Mars-
around. I was wondering if he was going to try to rush Rico and win M's. I hope he doesn't end up greeting and lose both M's and enemies.
He's probably going to get the enemy and the hidden.
That's my guess.
Only getting the one enemy. So Mars not necessarily showing that he wants enemies that strongly either.
Yeah, he didn't get the other one. It kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
He only got one. So this is going to make it a little harder for him to win enemies.
Yeah, he either is going to have to
maybe
do Rico
possible.
4 or do Rico 1 through 3, or do Rico 1 and 2 and go to Gelato after entering Rico 3.
Yeah, I know it's kind of out of the way, but I really expected him to go for it. Because if he got that second one, that sets him up really well for getting 7 enemies.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see if Vipa really does go for 23 blues here. And where he goes for it in, if it's going to be 3 or 4. Yeah, I mean, Mars didn't grab all the Delfino M's either, did he? He just grabbed this one.
I think just the one. I don't think he grabbed the others. So if he doesn't stop for them, he cannot finish 15 in Rico 1. I don't think.
Did Vipa get any Delfinos besides the Linked? Did he get the Rico Unlock or Jail Blue?
Man, I don't remember.
Yeah, because
I was
he's
not
got
watching for it.
somewhere between 17 and 19 Rico Blues right now.
My gut tells me it was just the link, but I may have just missed him grabbing the other things.
Yeah, I don't remember him grabbing it, but
Oh, Falcon saw. Falcon.
thank you, Falcon. Yeah. Yeah, so Vipa is going to finish off 23 here. Got the 3
Yeah, so
enemies.
4 from Delfino, right? So he needs 2 more, I think.
Yep. One more now. Yeah, and
What if
that's
he's
going to be the
late?
first click.
Oh, clicks it right away.
Yeah, I feel like it's always... I don't know, I feel like delaying the very first click of a match is sometimes really risky.
Oh, it absolutely is. I just didn't know if he thought, I'm faster, I can hide this for a little bit if I was in a race. But no, he doesn't, which is smart, I think. I think Mars can infer that that was a pretty straight Rico rush. So it'll be interesting to see what Mars does with that information. Mars is not taking the most direct path for all of these Rico Blues.
No, not quite. But yeah, Vipa is now, I think, going to go get that gelato value. So is not necessarily as worried about 5 enemies at this point.
Nope.
Which, you know, it's not necessarily a bad call, right? Like, 15 Gelato Blues is going to win him 15 Gelato Blues and 40 totals. It's going to get him 4 of the 5 enemies. So, you know, if he wins to Pinna and Mars doesn't commit to it, he can still win that. It's going to be good Hidden's progress as well. And like, I don't know, Rico doesn't, or not Rico, Pinna, while there's nothing that like stands out besides Lynx is like, this is absolutely a Pinna goal. Pinna is really strong for reds.
And it's got one enemy.
Yep.
Oh, Mars barely gets that blue. That blue is the worst.
Oh yeah, that Link. It's
the
hardest one in the game.
I don't know why they made the timer so tight. They expect you to use the turbo nozzle to get it, but even with the turbo nozzle, it still sucks.
Yeah, I remember playing this as a kid and trying to get that one with the turbo nozzle, and it was not fun.
Yeah.
That was a clean fish from Vipa.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. Sometimes those fish are awful. If you're able to get that pretty quickly, it can make your 15 go a lot faster.
Yeah, the fish in Gelato with the blue are trolls.
There's kind of 5 not great blues that are part of the potential 15 Gelato route that I see. Some people just pick their 4 and go for the fastest 4 and assume they're going to get them. But between that fish, the one above the rocket line over by the mirrors, the 2 birds, and the one above the pole at the end are like the 5 not great blues to go for. Like they're kind of slower. And you need 4 of them to complete your 15 with the fastest 15 route. So the fact that you got that fish makes the other 4 really easy.
Every so often you'll see someone do watermelon too. Blender, so.
Right. You can see that. It's not fast. They might do that as part of the 20 from 2, or if they're just trying to collect more blues.
Yeah. I mean, if the bluebirds are trolling you, it can potentially be faster.
Did Mars get the 2 far out M's in Rico?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So I think he's 2 M's short right now. Or 1 M short. Yeah, he's 1 M short. So
he's just going to get the Gelato one.
Yep.
So I wonder if Mars goes into Gelato and decides to race Gelato blues, that could be rough. If Mars decides to just go for the 2 hiddens, Mars could steal that from Vipa.
He could. It'll be close, because Vipa is getting towards the end of these 15 Gelato, and Mars still hasn't entered.
Yeah. I think Mars actually might not win it, because Vipa just needs the 2 birds and the blue up on top of the pole by the birds.
Yep, it looks like he's not going for the rocket blue. I don't know what it's actually called. The one above the coin line that you can rocket up into by the mirrors.
That one's not that hard to get, though.
It's not. It's just a little bit out of the way.
Yeah,
which is why some people don't prefer to go for it.
Let's see how
Mars has entered. This can totally depend on birds, or if Mars follows going for 15 Gelato.
Oh, okay. There's one bird. The other one flew away.
Yeah, so he needs 2 more. So probably the pole and the bird.
Yeah, Mars grabs 15 M's, and I think we'll see if he's making a beeline for the hiddens now.
I think he wants the linked,
which is fair.
Yeah. Oh, did Vipa get that blue, or did he not get it? I just saw him bonking and falling.
I think
he got it. Whether or not he got it. Okay.
But we'll see.
That is Mars' second enemy. He could continue Rico and grab 3 more.
Vipa just having a rough time with that bird.
Yeah. Vipa's an any percent main. Vipa plays any percent more than anything else. There's the birds. A wonderful restreamer.
Thank you, Lego.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean...
Mars, no! Mars is going for 15 Gelato blues.
Oh, Mars is gonna be a little sad, especially Vipa delays it.
Mars changed his mind.
Yep. I think Mars saw the click, but like
he did.
Mars is now also behind the 2 Gelato hiddens, and Vipa's delaying.
Not clicking 40 totals. Doesn't he have 40?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, he's up to like 41 or something, right? Yeah.
It's 42.
What the heck? 42? Oh man, Mars is just following Vipa and Gelato now. I think when you see that 15 Gelato Blues, you have to assume that you're behind and pivot, and Mars is not pivoting. And so if Mars just stays here and follows for the whole 2 Gelato Hiddens, that's going to really suck for Mars. It's still value with a red and 2 Hiddens towards the other Hiddens and Red's goals, but it's kind of painful.
Yeah, I mean, I think if it means Mars enters Pinna late, that's going to be the killer, right? Like, because at this point now, Pinna is going to get Vipa enemies and links.
Yep.
I mean, Mars is currently ahead on Hiddens and Reds, but it's not like a huge lead. He'll just be up by 1 because he has Bianco 3R.
So Vipa's got like 12 potential shines and probably going to get 1 more in Gelato. So entering Gelato pretty late. If Mars pivots, I think Mars could enter Pinna real quick. If Mars leaves Gelato after this. And Mars could potentially get in there first and win links. But I don't know if Mars is going to make that call.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, I think the tough thing for Mars is, at this point, the secret doesn't have a ton of value. But also, Mars needs another shine in a trade to get into Pinna.
Yeah, but that shine could just be like Underbell. Mars doesn't have any Delfino shine, so if he pivots, he could potentially get into Pinna first. But he
and this is going to be...
Oof.
Yeah, and this is just kind of unfortunate. Like, Mars is just racing Vipa. It would have been really, like, I don't know if it would have... Well, Mars couldn't have finished 40 in Gelato anyway. But if, like, somehow Mars were able to steal 40 blues, which Vipa is inexplicably not clicking...
Vipa must not see that goal on the card, because your opponent knows that you have, at a minimum, 38, right?
Yeah, this is one of those...
Oh my gosh! Vipa guys! Mars can take this! That death is huge! Okay, Mars has a tiny lead. Vipa's faster, so we'll see if he can catch up. Oh my gosh, that death is huge!
Yeah, because that death also might put Vipa behind in Pinna now. I mean, Vipa is fast and is doing this very quickly. But
after this, they can both trade to Pinna. Oh my gosh, that death is huge!
So what I was going to say before this, before the death, was like, if the delay is intentional on 40 blues, it's not a delay that is hiding information.
Yeah, right.
And for the newer bingo players, when you're delaying, the thing to always think about is like, what am I hiding from my opponent with this delay? And like Schmidt said, Vipa has 38 blues. Like, the fact that Vipa also has 40 is not surprising.
Mars not taking the fastest route to trade, so they're actually going to enter Pinna at very similar times. Vipa might do Honey Skip.
I expect Vipa to do Honey Skip, but Vipa is not even going to Pinna. I think we're going to see Vipa grab the 5th enemy here in Rico 4.
Man, that death was crazy. It happened right at the end. Like, if it happened, like, I don't know, 10 seconds earlier, Vipa could still win. But because it happened right at the end, Vipa ended up losing that goal, which is huge. Because of how much time he invested to go for it.
Yeah. And he's delaying enemies.
No, he clicked. Yeah. He delayed it by, like, a couple seconds. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing at first.
Yeah. No, I'm just going to say, at this point, I think he just doesn't see 40 blues.
No, and it's right next to 5 enemies. It's right next to. Oh well.
I think he's fine because I think Mars at this point decided, like,
right off
kind of fairly at this point, that blues are not worth as much.
Yeah.
Like,
interestingly, Vipa exits area out of Rico 4 to re-enter Rico to Rico 2 to do the hidden. This would be his third hidden. If he's trying to rush to 4 hiddens, why not do Rico 4 to set you up? Like, you're already in Rico 4, why not finish it to set you up for 2 more hiddens, since you need 2 more anyways? That exit area was very strange in my opinion.
Yeah.
My logic makes sense there or no?
No, your logic makes perfect sense here, I think. I mean, I kind of wonder if we're going to see Vipa, like, do Bianco now and use Bianco for 3R and 4 as
7.
2 reds and a hidden and 7 enemies.
Yep.
Because, yeah, I mean, if you're Vipa,
gosh.
I think
is Mars going to steal?
Maybe you're kind of
kills?
so Mars needs another 12. Mars
Which
only
he can
traded
get here.
25. Yeah.
Okay, no, Vipa clicks it. Jeez, that delay was insane.
Yeah. I think Mars was just going to do the links, though.
The links. He grabbed a couple
And
others, which made me think maybe he'll do the full route for like 15 or 16, but no. Just links.
No,
Now,
Vipa
Vipa's
is
do
going to
honey skit. Vipa will lose 5 links, but depending on when Mars clicks it, Vipa could get ahead in Penna. Not that it's not huge, but it, you know.
Well, Pinna
give him a
2R,
lead
I
to
think,
Pinna
is
5.
going to be, for both of them, their 4th hidden.
Oh, you're right. I forgot Mars did Bianco 3R.
Yeah.
And this is his 5th linked, so as soon as he collects this blue, that's 5 links.
And he clicks it right away.
Immediately.
So Mars is going to have a slight lead. But Mars wants to grab the
Mars,
enemy.
why are we... okay, fine, I guess.
He's still, I mean, I think he wants the ability to contest 65, which is not unreasonable. Unfortunately, though, it is going to probably lose. Well,
Oh, Vipa's going for blues.
yeah.
I think Vipa just kind of assumes that he's behind in Penna. Because when that click happens, he probably, like I assumed, that Mars would just continue into the boss fight as soon as he clicked 5 links.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the blues commit here is necessarily the right move, but it isn't going to cost him too much immediate value, right? The immediate value is 4 hiddens, but getting to 6, I think, is still, going to be a race for both of them. And Vipa probably is expecting I'm behind on Pinna 5 from the back.
Yep.
And Mars still, I mean, with the blues and the fast shines, Vipa has the Noki lead. I think Noki Bird is almost certainly going to be one of the 6 hiddens for either one.
Yep. That's exactly what I was going to say. That is 6 enemies for Vipa.
Yeah, it's just going to need to go into Bianco.
And do Petey.
Yeah. Okay, Vipa is now going to go into the fight. So...
Yeah, so Mars is a whole Mecha Bowser ahead. Towards, I assume, 4 hidden shines.
Yeah, that's got to be at this point. I don't know what else it would be.
However, if Vipa reads that he's behind in Pinna and ignores 4 hiddens, he could continue on and win Pinna 5 from the back.
I mean, or like, frankly, if Mars has a death in Pinna 5 or Pinna 2,
Right.
Yeah, that could cost Mars hiddens as well.
True.
And I mean, if Vipa thinks he's behind on Pinna 5, I don't think doing Pinna 2R is bad, because reds are on the card, and that's a goal you're at least going to want some progress on. But nope, Vipa just gets the 1. So where is Vipa going to do Bianco now?
Looks like it.
Yeah, I mean, Bianco 2, 3R, and 4 is 2 reds, a hidden. It's 4 second, level with 4 shines. PD is slow, but you do want something for 1 from each.
Would be a 7th enemy. Yep.
Yeah. And although Vipa doesn't know it, I mean, he can wait till, going back for Bianco 3R and get the enemy there if he goes into Bianco 4.
Yep.
For the entry, so.
Oh man, Mars is playing this a little sketchy, but he's all right. I trust Mars.
Yeah, so the interesting thing on this card too is there are some goals that are just totally up in the air. Vipa is ahead. Yeah, all the Pianta stuff. Vipa is ahead to NPC Blues or Rico Shadow Mario because he's behind on NPCs because Mars got the 1 Bianco, I think. But no, wait, Mars did
really?
not.
Okay, I didn't think so. Because he didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got more Rico progress and also has some decent incentives.
Mars is staying in Pinna. This will be his fourth red coin. I kind of like this. Part of me wants Mars to pivot and take 5 red coins before Vipa has a chance to. Mars might be zeroed in on Pinna 5 from the back. It'll be interesting to see what he goes for.
Yeah, I mean, if Mars goes from here to, and frankly, Bianco 4 would be a good play over Pachinko even, because that's 4 from 2, and that puts Mars.
He wants this linked. Is 7 linked on the card? No. Just another couple blues, I guess. Interesting. They're not the fastest blues, like getting up here and then the little cutscene and animation and traveling between the links. Links aren't the fastest blues. But
yeah.
He's still ahead to both reds and Pinna 5 from the back. However, this will be... Oh, this is just the secret for Vipa, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Vipa only has 1 red.
Oh, you're right, because he did Rico 2 hidden, which isn't a red.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, I think we're getting to the point soon where Pianta is going to be really, really valuable for one of them. And whoever goes there first is going to get some good value. That's the one world, I think, at this point that really has some strong value that's totally untapped.
It does. The hard part is there's nothing else. There aren't any other goals that Pianta helps out. I mean, it could be part of your 6th hidden to get the Pianta hidden, but that's 6 shines into Pianta, which is pretty deep at this point for it to be your 6th hidden when you know that your opponent already has 4 as Vipa, and Mars. I wonder what Mars knows about Vipa. Oh, Vipa getting bullied a little bit, but does click away 7
Yeah,
enemies.
Mars is gonna do, I think, 5 and 6 reds.
Let's go!
Or maybe just 5.
We're doing grass pipe, baby.
Yeah. I don't know how comfortable Mars feels with Pachinko. It is definitely slower, but if you don't feel comfortable with Pachinko, that can be a rough time.
Yeah, grass pipe is slower than Pachinko, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's a lot safer.
Yeah, so at this point just thinking about some of these other goals, 4 from 3, Vipa has 4 in Rico, 3 in Gelato. This is 3 in Bianco.
Yep.
Mars has 3 in Bianco, 3 in Gelato, 4 in Pinna.
Yep.
And
going for that 4th Gelato seems kind of valuable at this point.
Yeah, and I suspect we're going to see Gelato hundreds in a secret.
It feels a lot better. Like it's a similar length, I think, to Gelato 2. I don't know the exact times on them, but a similar length for another click definitely seems worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're tied for 4 hiddens now. That is 5 reds, no delay. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right, is like 4 shines in Pianta is pretty quick and valuable, but they both are closer to 4 from 3 in other places.
This is 4 from Bianco for Mars.
And 6 reds.
And 6 reds. So he'll have 4 in Pinna, 4 in Bianco, and could finish up his 4 in Gelato for 4 from 3. But man, there's just still so many goals that are up in the air. Like 200 coin shines, all the 2 Pianta goals, 18 Serena blues. I don't know what Mars Shrine progress is, but even 4 Nokis at this point. Unless Vipa pivots and heads there right now.
I think Vipa... I don't know. I feel like at this point, right, 4 Gelato shines for both of them is also 4 from 3. So I think the question just is, what Gelato shine do they do?
Yep, Vipa knows.
Yeah, and Mars knows too. Mars just is behind.
I was just saying that because Vipa's going to Gelato.
Yeah. Did Vipa enter 1 or 2?
2. So
okay.
No 100 in the secret. I do think if you don't know the 100, Gelato 2 is a lot faster. So maybe Vipa's not comfortable with Gelato 100s.
Yeah, if you don't know the route, it's slow. Yeah. It's even slower than usual, which is saying something because Gelato 100s is slow.
In Gelato 100s, you have to get like pretty much every Cataquack on the beach, along with a few ropes coins up on the cliff. Like Gelato 100s kind of sucks.
And this is a Gelato 2 race.
Ours is behind by a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Vipa would have to have a really bad second mirror. I think.
I don't know.
And I don't think that's going to happen.
It can't be bad enough at this point for Vipa to lose the goal unless he delays. Like him delaying is the only way he loses this. So this is an unfortunate waste of time where Mars is going to lose both 4 from 3 and 4 Gelato.
Yeah, I think having lost 2 Gelato hiddens and being sniped to it, this is a goal you can't necessarily afford to delay.
Yeah, I agree. Hope click it right away, I think.
And 4 from 3, just in general, is like 45 minutes into the match. I also think is just not a goal you can really delay.
I agree. Yep.
Yeah. So 1 from each. They both are going to need Serena, Noki, and Pianta.
Yep.
Neither of them has hundreds. Neither of them has gone into Serena. Neither of them has gone into Noki. Neither of them has gone into Pianta. There's basically 2 unclicked goals that they really have any progress to, or 3. There's Blues, Hiddens, and Delfinos.
Right.
Yeah, I think Vipe is making the Pianta. Yeah, Mars got Goldberg. Oh no, this is going to be a Pianta race now, isn't it? Oh no.
Leave, Mars, leave, go to Pinna.
No.
Abort. You fell, that's a sign. Oh well. Mars is going to need Vipa to take damage in Pianta 3 probably as the way for Mars to win that goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. Vipa has Noki access, but is just choosing not to go to Noki yet.
Pianta's more valuable right now.
Totally. It absolutely is.
4 Noki shines is a slow goal. Although on this card, I think you're going to do it with 100, so you're going to do probably, 1, 2 Goldberg and one of the hundreds.
Noki 200s is the fastest out of the early ones, at least.
Yeah.
And 6 reds is gone. Yeah, I was thinking Noki 3s are reds, but 6 reds is gone.
Yeah, there's no value with reds anymore.
Uh-oh. Mars about to get burned.
Yeah. And again. And...
Not the cleanest Pianta 1 from Mars. Unfortunate.
This looks like my Pianta... This looks better than my Pianta 1 in my run that I attempted earlier today, which was pretty bad, so that's saying something.
Did Vipa do Bianco 3R?
Yep.
Okay, so Vipa also has 4 hidden, so they're tied in hidden's progress.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Pianta hidden into Goldberg is probably going to be the 6th hidden for one of them.
Yeah.
If it's at risk. Vipa, meanwhile, I mean, Vipa is grabbing some blues here on the way.
It's not going to be enough. He'll need a massive catastrophe to happen in Pianta 3, or get too greedy with blues and lose to Piantissimo.
I don't think Vipa is going to go for any of the the greedier blues, like the far out grass one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he had gone for the grass and tried to climb the tree before finishing the race.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't go off the
Oh,
edge.
the bonk!
Oh, that...
Woo! Barely got there.
That might have given Mars an opening.
When you roll out on a slope and you run like that, you can bonk into stuff just from running. And I have bonked there and lost that race in that exact way. But Vipa was just fast enough.
Yeah.
That would have been wild, because that would have made this race pretty much tied.
Yeah, Mars also stopping for some blues, but Mars doesn't even have 40 yet. Mars has 37.
No. Yep.
Yeah, there are some goals like the hundreds and Serena and even Delfinos are just like goals that someone is going to win at some point, or someone's going to have to make a choice whether to go for it at some point, but it's going to take some time. Vipa is doing tree strats, so
Mars also bonking. Okay, but he's good. And
Vipa's got
is
it.
good. The only way he loses this is if he gets Pyro Chicken, which I got Pyro Chicken against Vipa, so it would only be fair for him to get Pyro Chicken now.
Didn't you have that? Oh, didn't you have that like crazy in the air Pyro Chicken?
Yes, I was doing River Gang, and I did a spin jump dive from the river, and I was gonna make it, but I got Pyro Chicken in midair. It was wild. It was one of the funniest things I've ever done.
Okay, so I think if you're Mars at this point,
you leave.
You have to abandon Pianta.
Yep.
No, Mars is still doing it, but Vipa leaves Pianta.
Finish the shine for progress. Oh, jeez, that was super sketchy from Mars.
Okay, so Vipa is doing a one from each play now.
Oh, yeah. Serena 18 progress, one from each progress. Not the worst call.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna get him 1 from 8. Vipa does not know B20.
Oh.
This is a thing that we have learned during some prior matches.
Yep.
Vipa may have practiced it, but doesn't really feel comfortable.
Unless he has been practicing it in the past week, he does not know.
Yeah.
It would be more valuable. Would it be more valuable than Manta?
I mean, it's 200's progress, so. Oh.
He keeps hovering too far. Oh, Deathplane. Is he alive? We're living. We're in the sewers. This is some unfortunate time loss. Meanwhile, Mars is making the call that Vipa left, and he's just going to keep going for that Pianta hidden.
That banana is going to despawn pretty soon.
Oh, is he still in the same banana?
Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, Mars is going to get some solid value out of this with Pianta hidden and NPC blues. And this, I think Vipa maybe was hoping that would dissuade him from Pianta.
Probably.
Is going to grab these 2 NPCs while he's here, which makes sense.
Kind of. He's not really in a position to get 8 NPCs without Pianta. But I guess it's 2.
No, that's fair.
Medium-paced blues. So he's also just doing it for blues progress, considering he only needs 4 more.
Yeah. And this is... So... I will say, like, if Mars is going for the double Pianta hidden and 8 NPCs, like, it's going to be a little slow. But also, like, does Vipa even have access to a 6th hidden right now? He has a 5th with Goldbird.
Right. He has Goldbird available. He has not done Pinna 2. He has not done Rico 4.
Yeah,
so I mean, do one of those.
Yeah, he would have to do 2 shines.
Yep.
Meanwhile, if Mars does Pianta hidden and then decides to go get Goldbird, that's going to be 6.
No, Mars failed Yoshi skip. Brutal.
Jeff Comp is crying right now if he's watching this.
Yeah. Well, we're leaving.
And just leaves, yeah.
Mars, are we doing a 1 from each? If Mars steals 1 from each, that'd be wild. Unfortunately, Vipa has the lead, considering that Mars still has to do Manta, which Vipa's practically finished with.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Does Mars have a 6th hidden available?
It would be Pianta 5.
Okay, but she hasn't opened yet.
Yeah, would still have to do Rico 2, or...
Or
I don't
Pianta
know.
5.
I think I don't think this is an 18 Serena setup for Vipa. I think this is one for each.
Is that 6 for Mars?
I don't
Is that
think
6?
that's 6. So I think Mars
Falcon?
has Bianco 3, the 2 Gelato, Pinna 2R. That's not 6 hiddens, yeah.
I hate controversies.
Yeah, I don't like having to unclick, but I have a notepad and I've been keeping track, and I only had 5 as well. I think Mars is a little confused.
Yep.
It's gonna go back to Pianta.
This is fine. This will get him Pianta hidden, 6 hiddens, and if he continues, NPCs. So that's 3 goals, which puts him at 9. However, Vipa's already at 8. This is 1 from each for Vipa, which puts Vipa at 9. Vipa also is super close to 65 totals. Surprised he didn't finish it on his way to this Noki Shine.
I mean, I wonder if we're going to see Vipa do the hundreds and grab some quick blues during Noki hundreds. The one really bad call from Vipa at this point, I think, would be going back to Pianta now.
Yeah.
There are a lot of decent, or, I mean, making a Serena commitment, I think, at this point would not be a great call either. If he knows Noki 200s, I would love to see that right now.
Yeah, it would be a lot better.
Because this is kind of finally the point where, like, hundreds matter, and also you're going to want to do 100 as one of your 4 Noki shines. With, Noki 100 not being the super slow.
Yeah, Vipa's in a pretty good spot. He's pretty much got 65 locked down. He's well ahead to 4 Noki at this point, so that puts him at 11. He's ahead, and then he needs 2 more. So he's ahead to 8 Delfinos.
Barely.
Oh, he didn't do the 100. Okay, for some reason I thought he was going to do the 100.
Nah.
Okay. Well, this makes it a little interesting, the fact that he's not going for hundreds.
Yeah, I mean, the goals that are going to matter here are Delfino's hundreds and Serena Blues. Those are kind of the contested goals at this point. Like, Mars should have Pianta and NPCs and hiddens. Vipa should have 65 and Noki. But, there's 65 blues.
Yep.
I was like, oh no, he's going back to Pianta.
Nope. He figured it out.
Yeah. Mars not even doing Pianta 5R yet, doing NPCs, so so Vipa not doing 100 Noki here. I'm
betting Vipa finishes up his Noki shines, which means that each of them have 2 more shines they need to get right now. Mars needs this Pianta 6 plus 5R. And then Vipa needs Noki 3 and presumably Goldberg. Or 100. Or Noki 100. After they get those 2 shines, Vipa will be at 11. Mars will be at 9.
I mean, is there a chance that Mars decides to do Pianta 8 hidden instead of Pianta 5?
Yeah, it's not.
Like, if you don't feel super comfortable with 5R,
I'm trying to figure out. Shadow Mario is a quick shine, but just the entering and exiting of a level is some, built-in time loss.
Yeah, now...
But he might be thinking about that.
Hopefully Vipa does not do eel. That's... Okay.
This is a Goldberg or a 100. Probably a Goldberg. Yeah, so it'll be 11-9 very shortly. And then it's those 4 goals that are going to be up for grabs. Like, Mars is ahead to Penify from the back coverless. Only by 2 shines, though, so I guess there is a world where Vipa goes for it. But tentatively, I'm giving those bottom 4 goals, NPCs, Pianta Hidden, 6 Hiddens, Penify, to Mars. That will put him at 10. 4 Noki puts Vipa at 11. And then we have those 4 goals in the middle that are up for grabs. With Vipa being ahead to 8 Delfinos, having 2?
It's 2-1. So it's really whoever commits to it first will probably win Delfinos.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Vipa having Manta out of the way does put him ahead to 18 Serena.
Yeah. I mean, the question here is, what does Vipa see as his win con?
Right.
And I think he should know 100% that Pianta is not it after NPC Blues.
Yeah.
And Pinna is not it, and Hiddens is probably not his either. Although, he does have 5 Hiddens.
Oh my goodness. Where are we going, Vipa?
I hope this is just 100. Really hope this is just 100 from Vipa, because...
Oh my goodness.
It's not going to be huge, because he's not going to have a huge commitment. And potentially, if he feels safe doing it, he could do Pianta 500s in a secret. Which, Pianta 5 is a fast hundreds. But he may have entered Pianta 5 before this is clicked.
Yeah, it's going to be close, whether he enters or not.
Yeah, and I mean, it's also like...
would be a much more solid play than him exiting
area. He doesn't have... He only has 7 NPCs.
What? Really? Did he skip one? I am tempted to call for a pause here. Mars is very confused. I'm very confused.
Falcon is wrong.
Okay, I did not see him miss one.
Yeah.
That is not good.
That is okay.
That's totally throwing Mars off.
Is hiding Pianta Hidden for now.
You can't hide it for too long.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fault Falcon. Like, Falcon is more right than anyone else when he's stat manning.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, Mars cannot delay this for too long because Vipa is entering Pianta 5 right now.
Yeah, I mean, the interesting thing too is like, Mars will have Yoshi, will have a fast hundreds in Pinna open.
Yoshi does help.
Yeah, man, this really, this is going to come down to Delfinos and hundreds.
Oh, geez, this is such a sloppy Pinafore.
If Vipa had just gone for the hundreds goals, Vipa would have won, would have had the match won. If Vipa had gone for Delfinos, Vipa
pretty much locked it up.
Would likely win. Yeah, and man, how long is Mars going to delay this? That's
he might think he just has it because the 6 Hiddens scared Vipa away from it. But Vipa is not afraid of it at all.
This is very much one of those situations where a delay is good for a certain amount of time here, and at some point it turns really, really bad.
It's about to turn really bad. I think Mars is going to over-delay this. Unless he clicks it with pin of 4. Okay, wow,
Nope,
he
there was
does
the
click it
click.
with pin of 4. Wow.
I would love to see Vipa pivot to
100 in the secret?
100 in secret, and I think he does not see
Has
the
he seen
click yet.
Hasn't seen it. He might enter the secret without seeing the click.
Oh,
Which is
Vipa,
a waste of time.
please. Please look at the card, Vipa.
Wow. Mars is in this, baby.
Kind of. I mean, he is in this. But if they go for different things, Vipa
Yeah, Mars has
still
to
wins.
make some correct. The thing is, it like totally felt like Vipa's match, but Vipa ended up following Mars into Pianta, and now Mars is back in it. This looks like 100 in a secret play from Mars, which would be a huge click.
Yeah, I mean,
thing
this is
is-
like, if Vipa goes for Delfinos, and then Serena probably Vipa wins. If Vipa races hundreds, Vipa still could
Yeah.
win, but it could be rough. And yeah, I just think Vipa has not looked at the card and missed this click.
I agree. Yeah, I would say this. Even with this play, Vipa's like the match is still in Vipa's control. It'll depend on if Vipa continues following Mars, going for hundreds.
Yeah. Right, that's really the question here. Like, if Vipa decides to just rush Delfinos, and then close out with 18 Serena Blues, Vipa will win. If Vipa decides to contest hundreds, or Pinna, maybe not. But let's see.
Ooh, 18 Serena. Nope, not 18. Where are we going?
I think this is Delfinos.
That's a good call, in my opinion. Oh, is it pin of 5? He wants pin of 5 from the back, which would be such a steal.
It would be. Is it doable? Can he finish 4 shines before Mars gets another 100 and pin a 5, especially with pin a 500s open?
It's gonna
Also,
depend on
Mars
how
is short of
Mars.
coin, so Mars is gonna have to go
No,
find
he's-
another one.
He's going into the secret. He's fine. This is
Oh,
actually
you're
good
right.
for him.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, I think him accidentally only getting 1 coin from that pokey was. I don't think that was on purpose, but it ended up working out for him.
Yeah. Now,
All right, he failed Yoshi Skip once. He needs to hit this.
he could have unlocked Yoshi in.
Oh,
And
he's
have
in
that
there.
Yeah. So Vipa is ahead in Serena because Vipa did Serena 1.
Interesting choice of coin, but it's safe.
Hey, he got it.
Yep, he got it.
Vipa still has to do 2 more Pinna Shines, and Mars. The question for Mars is, does he do Pinna 5 or Pinna 100s first?
Right. Those, okay, that has a big hemisphere of a hitbox. Every sign has a big hemisphere. It makes their hitboxes are so dumb.
Yeah.
Like, imagine a big dome fully around that sign. It's the dumbest hitbox in the game.
Yeah. I wouldn't
And
be
Mars
surprised
bumped
if
into
Mars
it
does
twice.
Pinna 5 now before the 100. Especially, like, probably going to click hundreds. Oh no, delaying hundreds in a secret. But
Mars is a madman. Why are we delaying right now? Vipa could be doing anything. Okay, not
it
delay.
wasn't much of a
Jeez.
delay.
Yeah, pin F5 would be his fastest hundreds available, I think.
Yeah,
pin
I mean,
F5 from
it's
the back might be worth protecting first. So
the thing is, like,
see what he goes for.
Like, if Mars just clicks pin F5 from the back, Vipa just goes and does Delfino's into Serena and still wins. Right, like, Mars is making this close, but if Vipa makes good reads from... Yeah, it's going to be pin F5, so...
Oh, Mars is a gamer! And then...
The thing is, like, Mars is going to have to delay. Because with one from each, you know you're behind on Serena Blues.
Yep. But does he just go for Delfino's? He's only behind by Delfino's by 1.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Like,
Delfino's is a win con.
And he has all fast ones.
Yeah. God.
Oh, geez. Does Mars know how to do this? You got to backflip into the brick wall and then dive off the wall.
Oh, yeah. The side flip.
I don't know if you can get enough momentum with that spin jump. Like,
you can't.
Momentum
You gotta...
Oh, okay. It works. I typically see people side flip, but that worked. Oh, Mars, what are we doing?
Vipa.
Oh, Mars! Mars! Oh, geez. I thought for a second that ground pound would break the brick, but I'm an idiot. Vipa might end up entering pin F5 by the time Mars clicks this. Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
I mean, if the thing is... If Mars clicks this... I mean, it really is a question of, do they go for the same goal or different goals?
Uh-huh. Vipa, I'm guessing, would not go for hundreds. Oh my gosh, Mars.
I hope that after a pin of 5 and 100's in secret, there's the click. So Vipa's not in. Yeah, so we are at right now the Delfino's race. It is 2-1. Mars has done Grass Pipe. Vipa has done Beach Shine and Underbell.
I would love to see a Delfino hundreds with Delfino shines from Mars right now.
That might be the play.
He's going somewhere. Where are we going? Are we going to Serena? You know that you're behind in Serena.
He's getting Yoshi.
Geez, what are we doing? Serena would be such a bold call.
I mean, again, it's who goes for what at what point.
Yeah, it's kind of a 50-50.
Where's Vipa going? Oh, that's right. Vipa also has Yoshi.
Yeah, true. Mars only needs one of these between 8 Delfino and 18 Serena, so this could be a split play type of deal. Where he might do Manta and maybe even Serena 2 and then leave and go do Delfinos. Because that gives him a lead in Serena in case 8 Delfinos gets clicked.
Yeah, but if he full commits thinking that this is the least likely contested goal, he could be in trouble.
Yeah, that loses the match. If he full commits, that will lose the match for him.
Yeah. And Vipa, so... Vipa doesn't have to go get the far out water blue to get to 18 because he grabbed the 2 Nogis, which will make his 16 Serena and 4 a little faster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, this really is just... Oh, Vipa got the water blue too in Serena 1, I think, when he did Manta. So, as Lego points out. So yeah, I mean, if Mars split plays this and gets some Delfino progress, he wins. If it is a straight race, absent, Vipa having some struggles, Vipa wins. So,
I mean, realistically, Mars needs to leave right after this Manta.
Yeah, because Vipa will be in Serena 4 at that point.
Yep.
Probably. Serena 3 is a very fast shine.
If he even just re-enters Serena 2, he loses. He might have made the call, like, Vipa has Serena 1. He might think he's ahead to Serena. So I'll just go do Serena. Because Vipa's ahead, Vipa will do Delphinos instead. So that he might be, like, overthinking this a little bit.
Yeah, but grabbing that far out blue now... Man. Yeah, the Delphinos and Hundreds play would have been really nice for Mars, but... It's such a hard 50-50 when, you know, you've been behind and... I mean, the last click from Vipa at this point was 15 minutes ago almost.
Holy crap, you're right.
Because Vipa... 4 Noki shines was Vipa's last shine.
Yep. Because Vipa went to Pianta and lost, and then went to Pinna and lost.
Yeah. Yeah, if Mars goes back into Serena here, it's Vipa's match.
Mars, we're getting the Nokis. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
Man,
they're
honestly,
in there,
even if Mars
faster.
leaves now, Vipa can still win. It's going to come down to because Mars is behind a Delphino shine.
Yeah, but Mars has 7 fast ones to do.
True. It's good. Yeah, Vipa would have to be very fast.
Vipa didn't get
blues.
Any of the blues outside.
He didn't get any of them outside?
No, he skipped all of them.
So he only has 3 blues?
Yeah, he cannot... Is Mars doing Noki 100?
So he's at 5
100.
total, if I'm counting this right now. I'm going to try to count Vipa's blues. I think he's at 5 right now.
Where is Mars doing Pin 100?
Yeah, Pin 100, which is not the play. He needs to be going for one of the other goals that's more contested. Realistically,
I can't believe Vipa didn't grab any of the outdoor blues. You're keeping count of his blues.
I'm losing it.
Oh, yeah. How many did he enter Serena with? Was it 65?
Maybe.
Okay, yeah, he needs 8 more. He's gonna have to... I mean... Can he do this without the outside blues?
I didn't think so. There's 5 out there, and I thought there were only like... Including the Nokis and the far out blue, I thought there was like 21-ish available in 4. Like, assuming you had gotten those as well.
Does Mars keep going into the wrong shine?
What? What does Mars do?
Mars... I think he keeps going into 6 instead of 5. Doesn't know he can do it in 6. Yeah, so if Vipa clicks 18 here... Oh, Vipa... Yeah, Vipa, you've gotta...
Oh no, Vipa doesn't know where it is. Oh, this isn't any percent main.
Hopefully... Okay, he needs
14.
4 more blues. I think he's just gonna exit area.
I don't know if he knows where he has to know where the outside one. He's been around
Because
forever.
there are 4 outside blues, right?
There's 5.
There's the sign, yeah. Yeah.
Sign,
yeah,
hut,
I mean,
flower,
Vipa should have this
sport.
before Mars finishes this 100, which means he's still got the lead to Delphino 100s.
If Mars had gone to do Delphinos instead, Mars could have won this. But he's focusing on 100s.
But, like, it's hard. I mean, it's been...
Bingo's hard.
Yeah, but also, I mean, it's been, at this
Vipa's
point, 17, 18 minutes since Vipa's clicked anything. Like, you have to assume you've sniped something, but... Yeah, I mean, Mars had a real shot. Yeah, there's the Z menu from Vipa.
And the
Vipa
wild
delaying this
delay.
now.
These delays are hilarious. He's not going to get punished for it, but why? Why are we delaying?
If you think you're behind on Delfinos and it's a race. Yeah, so he needs 6 more Delfinos.
So Vipa's LoseCon is go for hundreds! And he's going for hundreds!
What are you doing, Vipa?
I love this match. This is so much fun.
Why didn't you do this 100 earlier?
I don't know. This is amazing.
Oh my god.
Neither player wants Delfino shots.
I don't know if JJ
this
is
is
still
awesome.
here, but I think he used to say his strategy was finding the LoseCon. And if he's here, I think from that level, JJ would enjoy this.
Vipa has 0 hundreds. If Mars delays this by a little bit and gets a couple Delfinos and then clicks it, Mars can win. But if Mars goes back to Serena, Mars will lose. It's like we keep seeing the players trade their LoseCons back and forth.
And here's the thing: these delays at this point
are wild. Make no sense.
Are they wild? I mean, I don't think they make no sense. I think there is logic behind the delays and behind the calls. Yeah, I mean, and we see Mars delaying. Now,
if Mars
Mars
does Delfinos, he can win. If
he's going to Serena. He's going to Serena.
Why does neither player want Delfino? I am so confused. Mars thought about it, but no, he stuck with his decision. Oh, this is amazing.
We're gonna have a lot of questions for both of them, I think.
Vipa falling, not the cleanest 100. This is amazing. Both players could have won this match. Right now, it's in Vipa's favor. Even if they're both delaying. The thing is, here's the thing, they're kind of playing chicken, where they each have a goal. Whoever clicks that goal first loses, because the other one will go do Delfinos. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, whoever starts Delfinos first should have the edge.
Right, and right now each player is going for the goal that the other person already has and is delaying.
Yeah, and and that's the thing, is whoever clicks their delayed goal first,
you lose.
You lose, yeah. Yep. So Vipa did Beach Shine and Underbell. And Mars did Grass Pipe. That's the Delfino progress.
So it's 2-1, but Mars has faster ones available. I still give the edge to Vipa.
Yeah, I mean, Mars doesn't have to do Pachinko, which, based on choosing to do Grass Pipe as a red, maybe does not feel super confident.
Yeah.
Man, this is...
Mars can delay his hundreds a little longer, but Vipa's about to get 1 already.
And can do Pianta 5 or Delfino.
Yep. Or Pinna 5.
Yeah. Oh, Vipa. That's a little unfortunate. Yeah. It's a little time loss.
Spin. You gotta hit that momentum spin and just spin for a while.
Yeah. This is now the intended route, running up the conch cell.
Oh jeez. Oh Mars.
So who is going to click their delayed goal first?
Well, Vipa might do
Mars.
Oh, Mars clicks.
And Vipa clicks right away.
Click. So now it's just a straight up Delfino race, and Vipa has a lead by 1 shine. Right? It's 2-1.
Yeah, but all it takes is a bad Pachinko or something.
Vipa didn't need to click that. That's so confusing why he clicked that after Mars clicked 200s. Where are we going, Mars?
Underbell.
Okay.
I'm so glad I'm commentating this match.
Me too. This is a great match. Okay, shine number 2 for Mars. This will be shine number 3 for Vipa.
Yeah, I mean, it really is just a matter of who does them cleaner, and, you know, Mars does have slightly faster ones. He's going to do turbo.
Why?
Is he going to do turbo and
with fruit?
Is he going to do turbo secret? But yeah, that
probably
also is fair.
He doesn't need it at all. If we're getting the turbo, you may as well just done underbell with turbo. Oh well. This is so confusing.
Goldberg.
Goldberg? Alright, whatever.
This is a call.
This is a call. You know what?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised
What's
if
their
the
progress?
Shine fade.
Yeah, I mean, what is their progress on? Yeah, Turbo Goldbird is not super slow. It's faster than Hover Goldbird. Yeah,
and he nailed it.
He also can get the rocket.
All right, it's 4-3 right now.
Yeah, I mean, Vipa can also get the turbo on the rocket. This match might have the highest shine count we've seen all season. Mars is going to do 2 box games. Chuckster. Neither one's done Chuckster. Vipa is getting turbo.
Let's go.
Are we going to see double rocket unlock?
Let's go.
Okay. Is this going to be Goldberg, Cop Secret? He knows he's got underbell. It's Cop Secret.
So it's 4-4. Cop Secret is not one of the particularly fast ones, but it's fine. Oh, trouble getting in. Oh, trouble getting in.
Oh.
Alright, score's 4-4 right now.
Yeah, I mean, neither of them is going to have to do Pachinko, which is a tough shine when you're under pressure. Oh no, Vipa!
Dies!
Oh my god, this could be Mars.
This match is insane!
They're going to be tied after this. But Mars is now going to be ahead.
Mars is in the lead, 5-4! I mean, soon it's going to be 5-5, but geez, how did Mars take the lead? 5-4, Mars has, like, left bell, box game 2, and beach pipe left. Those are 3 very fast ones.
And Beach Shine.
And Beach Shine, yeah. Oh, Beach Shine's faster than left bell, I think.
Vipa has Beach Pipe. What else? Chuckster. Wow.
Right, Chuckster, yep.
But he's doing Goldbird.
Yep. This match is awesome.
Wow.
I can't tell who wins. We're tied 5-5. This is 6 for Mars.
This is 6 for Vipa. I think Mars wins.
It depends on what he picks and how clean it goes. He could have trouble cleaning off the bell. He could die in beach pipe at this point. Who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, this is
6.
Vipa can do beach pipe. Vipa can do.
That's a click. That is not 8. He traded in 2, right? Didn't he trade in 20 blue coins?
Yeah, he did. Vipa, they're racing beach pipe now.
His count is 8, but that's because he traded in 20 blue coins for 2 shines.
Yeah, but in that and in the Z menu, Vipa took back the lead. Vipa's trying to do beach shine.
Mars played himself.
Man, what is Vipa's?
Vipa's got left bell. He's got Pachinko. Has he done Chuckster?
No, he has Chuckster.
So Chuckster is by far the fastest, but let's see if he remembers that.
Mars, no.
I'm clicking again. You need one more, Mars.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Mars.
Yeah, Chuckster is the fastest one. I I hope Vipa knows. Yeah, and Vipa's...
Yeah, this is a check. Oh, where are we going?
Where? What is Vipa
Is this a
doing?
Shine Gate? Is this Shine Gate?
Oh my god.
Is there a Shine Gate instead of Chuckster?
Mars is gonna win.
Oh, don't die, Mars. He did the fast
Vipa.
strat.
Yeah, this is...
That's the game. GG, Mars. Holy crap.
Vipa. Wow.
Gosh. Woo, that was wild.
Assume they're gonna come in for an interview.
Hi, Vipa.
Hi.
Hey, Vipa.
I wanted to finish with Shine Gate, even though I know I could have gotten a left bell there.
If you'd
Or-
gotten Chuckster, you would have won the match.
Damn. I guess we're going to game 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. That death in
That's
Top
what
Secret.
started it all. Actually, I was
Yeah.
thinking Gelato 1 Reds is if I didn't get sniped to it, I didn't have to get 50-50'd everywhere.
Yep. The
Yeah.
Gelato 1 Red's death was crucial too. That was crazy.
Yeah, there were a few. I'm curious, why did you decide to go back into Pianta after 4 Noki Shines when I think at that point Mars had clicked 8 NPCs or Rico Shadow Mario?
Ooh, let's see. What was my reasoning there? When I clicked, I got Pianta 3 damage list early, right? So I thought I scared Mars off of Pianta. I wasn't sure if that... I should have reasoned that 8 NPCs was from Pianta 6, was it?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah. GG, Mars, by the way. That match was crazy.
GG's.
I'm so
Mars,
sorry.
I want-
I lost track
You're-
of everything. I thought I
You're
had.
So you
Um,
Z-menued and it showed that you had 8 Delfino Shines, but that's because you traded for 2 Shines.
Oh, that counts trades then, huh?
Yes.
That makes sense. See, I wasn't even. I was counting in my head because I had already gotten grass pipe earlier,
Right.
and I thought I had 7 when I Z menued, and it said I had 8. I was like, "What? I must have gotten one before." So I clicked it.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, well, now I just get 8," and then nope, that's not it. Get
Yeah.
one.
Little did you know that Vipa was literally neck and neck with you, and if Vipa had done Chuckster instead of Shinegate at the end, Vipa might have won.
Yeah, I wanted to finish off the season with 8 Delfinos, with the last shine being invisible shine gates.
Oh, that would
20
have been
shines
crazy.
strat. But I failed the clip anyways.
Oh
In
no.
addition, Mars, that race, so you guys started that race for 8 Delfinos. Vipa's ahead, having Beat Shine and Underbell. Mars has Grass Pipe. So it's 2-1, but Mars has a slow one out of the way and only has fast ones left. But Vipa's in the lead. But then Vipa dies in Cop Secret, and Mars takes the lead. But then it's like kind of neck and neck with Mars slightly having the lead, and you guys just kept doing these wild things. It was amazing. I had so much fun.
Yeah, this is, I think, the closest match, like the closest ending we've had all season that I can
You know what? I'm
remember.
glad it came down to the wire. That the last 30 minutes where I kept getting 50-50, I was just like, oh no, this is going to game 3, isn't it?
Oh, I thought you were. So that's why it was like you didn't click for a while. I thought you were.
I just
trying
kept
to,
getting
like, set up
50-50.
for
Yeah.
a huge click and trying to like delay a bunch of stuff.
I should
Yeah,
have
so-
tried for 100 coin though. I got Noki 100 coin and I lost so much time going for it. I thought you were going for Delfinos plus Delfino hundreds double click finish.
Ah.
So I was
That
trying to. I got Serena 18 blues and then I tried to take 200s away.
Oh, so you got Serena 18. How long did you have delay? Did you delay Serena 18?
Enough for me to finish Noki 2 100s after several blunders.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably 5+ minutes.
Wow. Okay, yeah. Because I was in Serena 2, having already done 200s in Pianta and Pinna, and I was like, I need to get progress into Serena before I reveal 200s. But then,
Aha, so you were working towards Serena 18s instead of Delfinos. I thought it would come down to
yeah,
a Delfino race. It did, but like.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought you would like go hard for Delphinos, but then you had enough time to get Serena 18 anyway that I figured I had to like delay and then try to do something else. That was a crazy like mind game at the end.
Yeah.
That's
So actually, I thought we both knew it was going down to a Delfino race. So the moment you clicked 2 100s, I was like, okay, 18. I've got 18. We're going for Delfinos. But if I delayed that, you would have actually spent more time going
Yeah,
for those blues.
if you delayed that, it definitely would have been because I had already done Serena 2 at that point because I was like, okay, there's no way he's doing 18 Serena when he's had 8 Delfinos open this whole time. Little did I know.
Hmm.
yeah. There were also just there were a few snipes like Gelato. 2 Gelato hiddens was, I don't know, like a 15 to 20 second snipe. Vipa died in Gelato 1R. Yeah, and then there was that like almost 20-minute period where Vipa was behind and kept going for goals that Mars was ahead to, and Mars would click one. And then Vipa would pivot and go for what Mars was going for again.
Yeah, I
I think
ended
with
the
like
game 38 shots.
Pianta with pin of 5, 200s. Yeah, all 3 of those goals I think were Mars was ahead and won, and you were trailing him everywhere.
Oh yeah, I felt like Pianta was super valuable on this card, even if I didn't get damageless. I wanted to like get through Pianta 4 done before I like contested other goals, so that way when I go to Pianta, I have like a lead.
Hmm. I really couldn't read where you were like most of that match. So I thought you didn't have any Pianta progress after I got to Pianta 3 damageless first.
Same here, to be honest. I was so surprised when you click 4 Gelato with 4 from 3, because I was like trying to do that. I was doing the not cataquacks, are they
Plungellos.
Yeah,
but
I was
yeah.
doing Plungelos.
Yeah, that
while you
was
clicked
a
that.
race
I
too.
was really scared of you doing 100 in a secret in Gelato 1.
Yeah, I don't know how to
Because
do
then
that. Sorry.
yeah, neither do I. That's why I was scared of it. I was like, oh no. But yeah, I think enemies was interesting. I kind of wanted to win those, but like I was okay with losing them as long as I got the links and Pinna.
Yeah, we
I
did
felt like
trade off the
rushing,
links and
yeah, rushing Pinna didn't really feel super strong, so I didn't feel like a need to go into it like right away.
Do you have any other questions, Schmidt?
That was gonna be my question: is why Mars didn't try to maybe focus enemies early on. You guys kind of answered everything else I had. Um, yeah, it was just a match with a lot of snipes and a lot of really really fun calls. I highly recommend watching the VOD back because it was wild.
for sure.
Sorry if I said anything that would offend you. I don't remember anything I said.
I think there's just a lot of like questioning, like why are they doing this at this time?
Yeah, and
Trying to
that's like
figure out like what information do they have? What are they making? Yeah, that's why
Right.
like Vipa, we asked
Yeah.
about the Pianta reentry after 8 NPC blues.
Yeah,
Um,
that was what probably lost it like totally at the end.
Yeah, because I think at that point, if you had decided to do Delfinos or hundreds, you would have won the match. But yeah, I mean, it's a hard call to make when you're not sure where your opponent is for both of you.
Yep. That's all I got. I think you
Yeah.
guys are our next game tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. We
Yeah.
will have game 3
In the best format. Let's go.
in draft, which is a good format.
Yeah.
I think that's all we got. I don't know if we're going to raid anyone or what, but thank you all for hanging out. I will see everyone tomorrow at 12:30.